Hey everybody, good afternoon. We're back in Haute-Cour, France, and I am relaxing for a few days because it was a hard road back. On the way back to Geneva, I flew back to Geneva from Naples, and I had to change planes in Milan, which was all well and good. I had no problems, but it was a long day of travel and changes. Still turned out shorter than the train, and it was closer to Geneva than to Turin, so my husband Tino could pick me up. And when I got to Geneva, I discovered that in spite of the fact that my camera gear pack was shipped and arrived intact, my suitcase had been mislaid. It happens to me once every year or two in my travels, so I'm not really concerned about it. But it takes a few days to get it back, and some of the things are pretty necessary in there. So today is Thursday. I got back on Monday night, and I hear that the driver is about 20-30 miles away. He's going to bring me back my suitcase today, which is pretty good. So I thought in the meantime I'd give you a little look at the nice little garden that Tino put together for us. Hold on, I'll show you. First, my favorite thing to have is little herbs. This is parsley, basil, and rosemary, just to have on the terrace. And then and then I'll put some seeds down in the garden itself. Sometimes I have flowers, but I have to travel again in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to wait until I get back before I get the flowers, because I won't be able to water them for 2 or 3 weeks. I put flowers here. I have a couple of, window boxes that I could put here. This is the little terrace. This was the original from the house. And then there was a ruin here. This was all a brick building that came along with the house part. Let me get a better view here. This was all in ruin. Maybe I'll put a picture up of what it looked like, which was quite amazing. And part of it fell down when we were moved into this part. This is the original house here. And I have my little breakfast table, my Coca-Cola umbrella. I don't know where I got that. Everything that we have here is pretty much recuperated from someplace or other, which is fine with me. And take these original stairs, mighty old, down to the garden. And here, my sister-in-law gathered these cacti in the south of France, and we planted them here, since against the house we don't really have that much rain. And they survived and grew a lot in the 2 or 3 years since we've had them. Here's mint. Here. I put wildflowers here, wildflower seeds. I guess they're not wildflowers if they have seeds, but And I just have to clear up some of this hay in the middle, and then the flowers will expand. This is thyme. This is my herb garden, and I'm going to put, all the seeds from different kinds of herbs here. This is what? This is, I don't know what that is. Is it mint? Could be mint. This is thyme. This is sage. And this is oregano. Voila. Nice stuff. Then I have some flowers. There's rhubarb here. And this is a rose bush. I should trim it, actually. But I haven't had time yet. And this is elderberry. This is lilac. See, it rained a few times. It rained last night too, so a lot of the flowers got fad. But they're fine. I don't know what that's called. These, I think they're called rabbit ears. I have to look it up. Not really sure. I love them. The flowers aren't so prominent, but I just think the leaves are amazing. They're furry, light green. And these are, ground cover. But I just love them. They kind of smell like carnations. And they spread every year too. Love them. Up here I have a snowball plant, and that's forsythia. The snowball is going to flower, and the forsythia flowered already. And then I have like one grapevine here that it goes here. And then I have some irises there too. It's hard to keep up when you're not here all year round, but we try and do as much as possible. Then over here yesterday, Tino made a little vegetable garden. We're kind of on a cliff here, and we plan to make a wall right here that will expand the garden about 2 meters out, which is all right. But we haven't done it yet. We plan on doing that in a year or so when we spend more time here. And we have a little rhubarb, and my brother-in-law gave us some leeks, so those are there. And we planted some pepper seeds, broccoli, and can't remember what else. Salad, so that's here. I'm sure that'll grow back. And Tino put a little net over it because there's a black cat in the neighborhood who keeps coming over and digging things up. Well, that's our little garden. A little lawn too. But most of our barbecues and stuff take place up here on this big terrace that we have. We have a lot of fun. We've been here since 1989, and I don't think I've regretted 1 minute. Had a lot of parties. Here's the other side. Come to this little town, little restaurant over the border into Italy to have a nice lunch. It's called Il Mulino, and it's based on this old mill. This is how they used to make electrical power, or to run their, grain or wine mills. Pretty nice. There's not many restaurants open in town this week because it's the beginning. The season hasn't started yet. You're right. Le pitou. C'est le pitou. Le chou. Bye-bye. So this is the plan. We took a nice ride up to Italy. What we have to do is, to get there is from our house, we take a a nice winding road, kind of a highway, up to a town called Bourg-Saint-Maurice. It's the last stop on the train before the Alps prevent the train from going any further in that direction. And then we take a smaller route that goes up to the little St. Bernard Pass, which is the mountain pass between France and the Val d'Aosta, the Aosta Valley. Now we're on the Italian side. We had a wonderful lunch, and we're gonna go up and see. There's a nice view up this little path, up a little teeny-weeny pass called ARPY, and we're gonna see what kind of a view we get. Depends on the weather, so I don't want to say anything ahead of time.
C'est la Malcontis.
Il y a un moment qui doit y être tout. T'as vu, regarde, il est pris dans la. Il est tout pris dedans.
Il est carrément bouffé par l'arbre.
Il fallait avoir l'idée.
She blows, guys. The Mont Blanc. Half covered, but still majestic. And I just wanted to show you around my little garden that Tino put together for me. Prevent the train from going any further in that direction. And then let me get this hair. We take what's that?